Your host for MotorWeek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us. Although in business since 1967, it wasn't until 1986 that Hyundai Motor Company introduced its first car to the American market. It was an affordable subcompact called the XL, and it did just that, setting an industry record by selling nearly 169,000 cars in its first year. And while the Hyundai lineup has changed considerably since then, its emphasis on building low-buck, high-quality cars hasn't. Until now, that is. This new XG300 sedan has its sights set squarely on the likes of Acura's 3.2 TL and Nissan's Maxima and a host of domestic competitors. But is America ready for a highbrow Hyundai? After spending 2 weeks with the new 2001 Hyundai XG300, we think the answer to that question is an unqualified yes. And the XG300 has the goods to back us up and to be a serious contender for those looking for an affordable near-luxury 5-passenger sedan. Starting with looks, the XG300 styling is handsome if a little toothy in the grille. Projector beam headlights and fog lamps are both upscale features, as is the frameless door glass, which still allowed a very quiet interior. At the rear, a bit of chrome sets the tone, as the look is fine if unstirring. The long list of standard interior amenities got our attention more. Leather trim, power adjustable front seats for driver and passenger, adjustable lumbar support, and side impact airbags. The driver faces a tilt steering wheel, a legible and informative gauge cluster aided by a trip computer, and in the center stack, an easy-to-operate AM/FM stereo with CD player and comprehensive climate controls for the fully automatic air conditioning with large vents front and rear. The center stack and leather-wrapped Shiftronic Manumatic shifter are all surrounded by tasteful faux wood trim. You also find plenty of room for CDs and other stowables. While in the rear, there's more head and leg room than most competitors. The 60/40 split folding seat quickly expands the XG's already spacious 14.5 cubic feet of trunk space, slightly smaller than Maxima, slightly larger than TL. But the standard accommodations feature list doesn't stop there. There's also power windows and mirrors, cruise control, intermittent wipers, and remote locking. Unlocking the XG300 on the road is by way of a 3-liter double overhead cam 24-valve V6 Dub Sigma. It spins out 192 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. This cast iron block aluminum head 6 is smoothed by a tuned balance shaft, hydraulic engine mounts, and a variable intake system. Although not as potent as the V6 power plants found in the TL and Maxima, the XG turned in a respectable run to 60 of 8.5 seconds and a quarter-mile time of 16.5 seconds with a speed of 86 miles per hour. Despite a weak launch, there is plenty of power in the mid to upper power band range, reflecting the XG's torque peak at 4,800 RPM. The adaptive 5-speed automatic transmission, however, consistently seamless shifts. The manual mode did little to enhance performance, but it is more fun to use. Standard traction control modulates wet road wheel slip. Out on suburban roads, the XG300 offers up a full-size family car ride. The fully independent suspension with double wishbones in the front, multi-links in the rear, and gas shocks at the quarters is quite softly sprung. Yet, even if the XG300 is a bit floaty for us, sharp bumps and broken pavement never upset the competent chassis. In fact, the front shocks feature special low-velocity control valving to aid solidity and high-speed ride control. There are anti-roll bars at the front and rear, too. The XG's solid response was even more evident in our low-speed slalom. There is considerable body roll, and the rack and pinion steering is a little slow to respond to repetitive maneuvers, but handling is quite neutral until the XG300 is pushed to its limits, where understeer increases quickly. Still, the rigid chassis kept the XG300 stable and firmly planted throughout our test. Aided too by the Michelin MXV4 65 Series 15-inch tires, another quality feature mounted on aluminum alloy rims. Stable also describes the XG's braking manners. The standard 4-wheel disc 4-channel ABS system delivers stops in an uneventful and reasonable 128 feet. Our drivers noted a rather soft pedal feel and a fair amount of nosedive, but the big Hyundai tracks straight and true. But the biggest truth for most XG onlookers will be pricing. Base sticker on the 2001 Hyundai XG300 is just $23,499. Throw in carpeted floor mats and a cargo net and you're out the door for $24,050. About the same as a Nissan Maxima SE, but $4,500 less than an Acura 3.2 TL. But wait, there's more. Throw in the Hyundai Advantage with its 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranties, and the XG's overall value beats all comers. So are you ready for a highbrow Hyundai America? Well, we are. And with Hyundai racking up extremely impressive sales numbers even before the XG300 arrived, up 49% last year alone, we think you're already shouting your answer. The best kind of car accident is the one you avoid. Active handling and stability programs, often called ESP or electronic stability program, are designed to help you do just that. ESP works by monitoring a car's speed and direction, as well as the driver's actions, and then automatically applies the brake to one or more wheels to correct unstable cornering conditions. It's high-tech, hands-off, keep it on the road peace of mind. And it's as easy as ESP.